Bravo.
Yes, indeed, it is. Actually, it's the Bravo Sport, which is the new name because they've condensed all models. Now there's just one, and it's called the Bravo Sport.
Not too much has changed on it though. I mean, visually,
Hardly anything.
The only thing I've noticed is just obviously new grille and front headlights.
That's all they've changed. The main change is in the drive.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Well, this is one of those cars that I've been dying to drive. You don't see too many of them on the road, which baffles the hell out of me. It's kind of in a consumer blind spot. And you get into this vehicle and it really is amazing. When we drove the Grande Punta, that 1.4 T-Jet engine really is so much fun. It's probably a bit better in this car because it's slightly bigger, there's more weight. So I think the delivery of it is more refined.
Speaking of weight, how's the weighting on the steering wheel? I love it. I love it. It's light enough to be maneuverable, but it's heavy enough you're not convinced.
You know, that's the thing, because I know that was one of the big changes they made, was to make the drive a bit more dynamic. So I think that's where it lost a lot of its points. But comparing it to a couple of the other cars we've driven, for me it still does feel a little bit light at high speed.
But you get there quickly.
You do, and I think that is the thrill, is that acceleration, because that turbo, there's not much lag, it really kicks in.
Yeah, there really isn't a lot of lag.
110 kilowatts is it's insane. That's 1.4, so you're getting the good fuel economy as well.
And then you've got this little button here, the sport button.
Why is it there?
Yeah, it is a bit oddly placed.
When I first got in the car and I was driving it around, I mean, I thought, okay, well, this is it.
Yeah, because I never told you about the sport button.
And then I happened to go there and there was traction control and sport button, so they've hidden it well enough. But the interior of this car for me is just really, I mean, that's that Italian class and style.
The cloth, the red stitching, the steering wheel, on the red stitching there as well, the piano sort of kind of finish, I love it.
It's almost Alfa-ish. I mean, obviously they're all in bed together, but I mean, it's that finish that they've got. I mean, I try to color code my own wardrobe. I try to be like this whole metrosexual Italian stylish guy.
Yes. It's working for you.
Is it working for me? Thank you.
In terms of matching the car.
Oh, matching the car. Nice.
You'll find plenty of standard kit in the revised Bravo. An MP3 player, power steering, aircon, leather steering wheel and gear knob, sports seats with Isofix child seat attachments in the rear, hill hold, and to top it all, the Bravo Sport has a 5-star Euro NCAP rating. Oh, and very impressive boot space.
One of the things that they also worked on was the noise in the car, because apparently that was a problem with the old Bravo. I didn't pick it up too much, but you weren't so happy.
Yeah, when I was driving on the highway last night, actually, it felt like, you know, when you leave the fan, you don't have the internal mode on the fan, you've got the external on.
Yeah.
It felt like there was wind coming through the vents, and obviously as I slowed down, it stopped. When you set it about 140 on the highway, it really was, I mean, I noticed it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something they can work on a little bit more, but road noise is good. I mean, the car's been well insulated, because I know.
I didn't really pick it up, so, you know, maybe you got better ears than me.
Pardon? I just don't know why at 240 odd grand, just under 239.
No one's buying it.
Why they want more of these cars on the road?
I think they said that they were selling about 10 a month. But Fiat 500, their sales have gone through the roof since they lowered the price. They're selling 40 to 50 a month across the range of the Fiat 500. So, you know, hopefully with this they'll...
But they've brought the price down on this.
They have. They've passed it on to the consumer. The exchange rate improved, and they said, well, let's pass it on to the consumer. I mean, that never happened. So 239, it's really looking like a good buy.
So I think what we're telling people is give Fiat a chance, especially let's take it for a drive, and you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
Bravo. I hope that I'm not going to jinx this now, but this could be Ignition GT history. You and I agreeing on everything so far.
Except for one thing.
I've jinxed it. What don't you like about the Fiat Bravo Sport?
I'm not sold on the looks. I really am not. I think it needs a little bit of sculpting, a little bit of something more interesting.
Yeah, you're right. We're going to disagree. Here it comes. I like the looks because for me it's kind of understated. It's not trying too hard. It's got really beautiful, clean lines. It's classic in a way.
Like a black polo neck or a crisp white shirt.
Exactly. But,
classic, but not exciting.
No, but you
to look at.
But the problem is you see crisp white shirts and black polo necks everywhere, but you don't see Fiat Bravos everywhere, which just blows my mind.
Correct. So we actually want to know from you, why are you not buying the Fiat Bravo for a start, and why you don't buy Fiat? Because they just don't seem to be on the radar, and we'd love to know. And tell us what you think of the look so we can settle this argument too.